In today's video, we are going to cover the first thing we see in the Constitution, that is the Preamble. You can see the Preamble of the Constitution of India. The picture depicts the Preamble of the Indian Constitution. We must first go through what is the Preamble exactly and where did we get the word Preamble from. Preamble was derived from a Latin word preambulus, which means to go before or the introduction. Now, we'll get to see what is a preamble basically. Preamble is the introductory statement of any act or statute. So, basically, preamble is the blueprint of an act, which basically focus on the purpose, the philosophy, the uses, the ideas and aspiration along with the principles and the objective of that particular act of the legislature. We can conclude this as the introductory statement of any act or legislature which specifies the purpose of that particular act, philosophy behind the act, the uses of the act, the ideas and aspirations which are highlighted in it, the principles which are focused on that particular legislation of the act, and the objectives which is given in that act. Don't you want to know who has drafted the preamble? Well, I'll explain you that the Preamble of India was drafted by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was behind the drafting of the preamble. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, when formation of the constitution was going on, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru has presented a draft before the Constituent Assembly, stating what are the rights and the liabilities will be applicable to the citizens of our country, which was known as the objective resolution, and the objective resolution draft was presented by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru before the Constituent Assembly on 30th December 1946. Draft was presented. Then on 22nd January 1947, this objective resolution was adopted as the preamble, and therefore we can see that until preamble was made, it was been amended only once. Therefore, in 42nd amendment, the words like socialist, secular and integrity, in the 42nd amendment, the words like socialist, secular and integrity was added within the preamble. And we can also focus on the main purpose of the preamble highlights on we the people, which is basically acting as the source of the preamble, because India is a democratic country and therefore we always rely on the statement of we the people, which is acting as the basic source of the country, of our constitution. This line establishes the source of Indian constitution and the power of the constitution. So, we can summarize this as, on the behalf of the people, Constituent Assembly has framed the constitution which is acting as the fundamental law of our country. Now, do you want to know regarding what is the nature and the objective behind the constitution? The nature of the constitution is basically, it is sovereign, democratic, secular, socialist and republic. And the objective behind the constitution is to promote justice, equality, liberty and fraternity among the citizens of India. Also, Indian constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949. After the entire story, we will get to know when Indian Constitution was adopted, and finally the Indian Constitution was adopted on 26 November 1949. Do you want to know the meaning of the words in details which is mentioned in the preamble? Comment below for another explanation video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section, was this video useful to you or not? Do subscribe to my channel and help me to grow.